Kicking down doors like it's my daily chore. Shootouts in the alleys, leaving my hat on the floor. In the city of angels where the shadows hide, I'm chasing down justice with the Colt by my side.
Lost my hat in the crossfire, but never my pride. With my 6-shooter ready, I'm taking it in stride. In the heart of the war, where the bullets fly free, I'm a cowboy in the city, living dangerously.
Dusty streets and neon lights, chasing down the clues, dodging bullets left and right. I'm playing fast and loose.
Lost my hat again, it's just a running joke, but I'll keep on wearing it,
Even if it's broke.
Lost my hat in the crossfire, but never my pride. With my 6-shooter ready, I'm taking it in stride. In the heart of the noir, where the bullets fly free, I'm a cowboy in the city, living dangerously.
Every corner I turn, there's trouble to be found. With my trusty hat, I'm the sharpest guy around.
But when the shootout starts, it's like a magic trick. My hat flies off my head as quick as lightning flicks.
Lost my hat in the crossfire, but never my pride. With my 6-shooter ready, I'm taking it in stride. In the heart of the noir, where the bullets fly free, I'm a cowboy in the city, living dangerously. From Chinatown to Hollywood, they know my famous hat. It's been kicked, it's been shot, but still it's coming back. It's a symbol of my tale in the city of deceit. Losing my hat's a game, and I always land on my feet.
Lost my hat in the crossfire, but never my pride. With my 6-shooter ready, I'm taking it in stride.
In the heart of the noir, where the bullets fly free, I'm a cowboy in the city, living dangerously.
Welcome, you've got mail.
Living dangerously. Write me a song about finding silver and eggs in bird nests in the game of Out.
Welcome, you've got mail.
Write me a song about finding silver and eggs in bird nests in the game of Out. Write me a song about finding silver and eggs in bird nests in
Hello! Hello, hello! Welcome into the ASMR Disney Game and Chill live stream! Back from a long hiatus. Went down to SoCal for my daughter's allergy treatment. And yeah, had her end of school and her recital, dance recital, so lots of stuff going on this past week, but we're back. Hello, Miss Razor, you were the first chatter. Welcome in. We're actually going to watch the Xbox Games Showcase and talk about that first, because I actually have not watched. I've watched the trailers, but I haven't watched like the showcase. So I've been saving it for stream. Another cool thing, since I'm actually playing Minecraft again with my daughter, is that the new visual update is actually going to be happening, I believe, next week. It's going to be, I think, Monday. So that's going to be pretty cool. Need to load up that. It's called the Vibrant Visuals Update.
Craft has been the ultimate vacation spot since 2009.
We don't really need to hear the trailer, but this is basically like the first official visual upgrade to Minecraft in like forever. I'm actually glad it's happening now at least. But yeah, this is gonna be it's basically gonna be adding ray traced lighting and shadows to the game without using ray tracing. So it's like their own special kind of realistic lighting. It's more like it's more like global illumination. So it's like their own version of like global illumination. So basically more realistic lighting and shadows in the game without having to do anything really. So so yeah, I think every version is gonna get this, which is great. So that's gonna be awesome to see next week. Since again since I'm playing Minecraft again, like that is gonna be pretty cool update. You only saw a couple highlights? Yeah, pretty much. Me too. Just some of the trailers. Okay. So let's do the showcase.
I care that the colony is in disarray.
We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism. Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and red and blue. Every last bit of my wage, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. The cost may be high. One day, I know you'll be mine. Someday, perhaps I'll own two. For now, I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning for you.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Inflate our impressions and egos by staying tuned after the showcase.
World premiere.
So I do also have to kind of like be a little bit careful in Minecraft. Not because of the graphics per se, but like when you're really like doing stuff fast, because you can really do stuff fast in the game. You know, you can dig really fast. I can actually make myself a little nauseous. Mostly because it's like it can be even faster than like Call of Duty, and so I can get a little sick from the first person perspective a little bit. So I gotta make sure I don't go. I gotta like dig strategically so that I'm not like all over the place looking around all the time, because it's very fast. Like, yeah. So, all right, back to it. So yeah, Outer Worlds 2. We're still gonna play the first one. It's on our list to play. We'll play that before the sequel comes out. Later on this year.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzaprom. brains are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
High on Life 2. First off, we're getting too old. That's true. First off, it says that was in-game graphics, which looks a little bit too polished, in my opinion. Looks pretty amazing. The first game is awesome, High on Life 1. Unfortunately, we cannot play it on stream. If we did, it would definitely be that it's like adults only. This is like an adults only game, so like for sure. So I probably could play it on stream, but yeah, it's very, very much adults only kind of first person shooter. But if the second game really looks like that, that's going to be pretty great. Looks like they've really expanded kind of like the whole universe from the original game. I played probably like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours of the first game. I need to play all of it, but yeah, it's one of those on my backlog.
World premiere.
Right. This one is a Plague's Tale in the Plague's Tale universe. Again, there's 2 Plague Tale games, which we really should play. But, yeah. Haven't yet, really. So, High on Life has like pretty much everything. It's mostly like adult language, tons of swearing, tons of vulgarities. Pretty much like, because like each gun you get is actually alive and it talks. And it's usually something like super super naughty. So, so yeah, it's funny as hell. Actually, it's super funny. There's actually a clip I remember where in the beginning of the game you get your gun and the gun talks to you, like I said, and it says like, okay, so to fire you press the A button. Okay, can you do that? You know, press the A button. And if you actually press like something else, like the start button to pause, and then go back, he'll be like, okay, that was not the A button. You just pressed the pause button. I don't know why you have to freaking pause the game at this point. Just press the freaking A button, you know? Like it's like super funny. The way that it's doing all the voices and stuff, and the how it kind of, it's not serious and totally self-aware kind of thing. So you play the, I think there might be an option also in High on Life to actually switch off. If I recall my memory, I thought there was an option to turn off the talking of the weapons. I'll have to check that next time I load it out. So anyways, yeah, Resonance, new Plague's Tale game, which again we still gotta play the first two. I played a little bit of, I think, the second one, which had like all the rats, which was pretty amazing. I think they said they had some odd thousands of rats, and how they had a make the game engine work with that many elements, and having that many rats, you know, like, wasn't possible on like previous generation consoles, right? This is the cool thing about games that really do these kind of things. Like, I remember growing up, you know, especially with the earlier generations of consoles, you get introduced to like, here's a new thing that we couldn't do before because we didn't have enough power, right? I remember water, you know, having like realistic water wasn't quite possible until like Xbox 360 era, you know, PS3 era. And then there was a time when we had, you know, like realistic fire effects, or like particles. You know, I remember like particles being the thing. It's all these different kind of like effects that now we pretty much take for granted, you know. Like, all these effects are now pretty much free to use on GPUs, right? They don't bog down the GPU anymore. Or like having like all sorts of NPCs, right? Like in a game. But yeah, like I remember Plague's Tale, like the second one with the rats, right? That's a good example. I really need to play the first. I kind of figured that. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of figured I have to play the first two. Well, this is coming in 26, so we got time. We got time to play the first two games. All right. Gonna talk about this. So yeah, at first, so this actually leaked, maybe like a month ago. The actual design of it, and I wasn't too keen on the whole like grips portion of it, but I've read from a bunch of hands-on impressions, and now that I'm seeing the final product, like it doesn't really bother me as much. I figure, but this device, at least for me, probably I would probably never play this like in public because it is quite big. It's like Steam Deck size. Like I would probably not bring this with me for like normal public play. It's just too big. I would bring it with me on trips. Like definitely on trips. You know, just on my recent trip, I brought my Switch 2. So definitely for like if I'm on a trip, going somewhere, like definitely, and I want like a full-on powerful device, you know, no compromise really. This is what I would bring, right? But I wouldn't like bring with me if I'm going, I don't know. Like I don't ride the bus or a subway or anything. I guess you could still play it there, but for me, this is really like okay, I got room in my backpack or my bag, and I can bring something really huge, you know, in there, which is what I do with my very large Legion Go. My Legion Go is basically this kind of device, a Windows 11 device. But the big difference is that this is now going to have the Xbox PC app new full screen overlay experience and a trimmed down Windows 11. right? So they said they freed up at least like 2 gigs of 2 gigs of RAM, I believe. 2 gigs of RAM, and trimmed down Windows to give you this new full screen experience. It can, it can load up all of your other game stores like Battle.net and Steam and like Epic Game Store, I believe. So all your games will be in just one unified launcher, pretty much Xbox launcher. Yeah, like I would play this. I would actually play this in the house too. Like if I'm on the couch, someone's using the TV, which is almost always the case. I will play this. This is what I currently do with my Switch 2 or Legion Go. I'll be on the couch. I want to be around my daughter or other family members on the couch, hanging out in the evening. I would totally use this. Or in the garden. Totally. You could totally play it locally, You can install the PC game locally. You wouldn't need Wi-Fi to play it locally, obviously. And yes, you can play this without owning an Xbox or a PC. You would definitely benefit if you had PC Game Pass. So if you had at least PC Game Pass, then that would give you basically all of the benefits that you're going to get out of this thing. So let's see what their price is for that now currently. They have different tiers, right? Obviously. So so PC Game Pass. So if you got this, right, and you got PC Game Pass, that would give you all of the Game Pass games, right, on the PC side. Wish I had my. You know what? Let me go get it. Let me go get my my device here. So, just a moment. Okay. Hearing you. This is my ROG, or not ROG Ally. This is my Legion Go, which is
Welcome. You've got mail.
actually the screen is actually bigger. It's actually bigger than this, so I would be sacrificing some screen size for this experience, but should be okay. Yo, Tim, welcome in. We are going through the Xbox showcase right now. They showed off Outer Worlds 2 first off, which is coming later on this year, and then they showed off High on Life 2, which looked pretty amazing, almost too good. Gamer, welcome in.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. So yeah, they showed Outer Worlds 2, they showed High on Life 2, they showed Resonance, I believe, A Plague's Tale. So that's the third game in the Plague's Tale series. So basically, all these games we still have to play before we even hit these sequels. And then yes, this is the new Xbox Ally X and the Ally. So I was just going to show Miss Reza and now you guys pretty much how this is going to work. How this new Xbox Ally is going to work. So normally, right? So it's going to run Windows 11 like what I have here. But it's going to be a fully trimmed down Windows 11. So they say you can still access the desktop if you want, but the point of the new Xbox, of these new Xbox handhelds, is to do everything within the Xbox app, which is going to be customized for this handheld. So it's going to be like an all-in-one front end for everything Xbox, everything Steam on the same machine. It'll have all your Steam games that you can launch directly from it, and from other game stores like Epic Game Store, Blizzard, I believe basically any game store you have on your system. So I assume it's going to have some kind of like Xbox front end setup, but this is basically how it's going to look like. Essentially, this is the PC Xbox app as it currently looks like, but it's going to be further tweaked for this particular handheld. And so, yeah, on the left here you have like Home, you have Game Pass, where you can access all of the PC Game Pass games. And yeah, so essentially this is the PC version of what we have on the console side. So on the console side you have the Xbox Game Pass tab, and it's basically all the same. Well, it's essentially a lot of the same games, but they have to have a PC version of the game, which is what they're really pushing with like all of these new games, to really have PC versions of the game. So I think with this new handheld, they're gonna push that narrative, push that functionality even more, is to make sure all of their big titles have PC versions so that it will work with this new ROG Ally Xbox. So and then let's see. So yeah, so basically you don't need to own an Xbox. So let's say you bought the device, right? You can just sign up for Game Pass if you want. You have access to all the PC Game Pass games. You have access to cloud streaming as well. So you over here, you can do cloud gaming as part of your PC Game Pass subscription. And that has its own set of games on there as well that you can just stream and play. And then it obviously has the store, which is where you can actually buy games for PC. It's basically PC store, where you can buy new games that are not on Game Pass, right? So, you know, whatever is not going to be on Game Pass. And so any games that are here that are on Game Pass, they will show you here, and they'll also give you a discount as well. So very frequently you'll see games with discounts if you have Game Pass already. So like here's the new Warhammer 40,000. You know, here's the new Final Fantasy 16. You know, on here, and you can buy it. You can buy it through here, and then this would install locally on the system, and you can play it. The other thing, yeah, so Ms. Razor, you had a question about noise. I think pretty much all of these handhelds, they all have fans in them. And definitely some of them are louder than others. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look and see how loud the ROG Ally is, because the cool thing is that we have a ROG Ally X. We have a ROG Ally already. These are just the Xbox versions of the same hardware. So there should be reviews out. I mean, there's obviously reviews out for the original Ally X and the Ally. So as far as like how loud they are, and all that good stuff. So I'll definitely have to look that up. I'm gonna have to like basically look up all these old reviews because these are essentially the same machines, except they've added the new Xbox inspired grips on the sides. They also added impulse triggers. So the triggers, it's basically a fancy word of saying haptic triggers. So on the Xbox controller, the triggers have haptic, haptics on each one, on each trigger. So the idea is that the triggers, they have smaller haptic motors in them, and so they provide you with higher frequency haptic feedback. And then in the grips of the controllers, this is where they have the larger motors, so it can provide you with the lower frequency haptics, right? Like a motor engine, right? So a motor engine would be more in the grips, right? And like maybe, or like rumbling would be more in the grips, whereas like something higher frequency would be in the trigger, like a shot from a gun, right? So, and you would feel it. You would feel it right here in the grip. So yeah, so the main difference between these triggers and the PlayStation triggers is that the PlayStation 5 triggers, those are actually force feedback as well as haptic. So, right? So that's going to give you a forcible feedback resistance on the PlayStation 5 controllers, where the Xbox controllers don't do that. It's only vibration haptic.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Haptic feedback there. So anyways, yeah. If there's any more questions about that, please let me know. It seems like there's been a lot of like uncertain messaging surrounding this. Like, does it actually play native Xbox games? And for everything I'm seeing, says no. Like everything, I'm like 99% certain that it will not play the same exact games that are like the console on my console. It has to be the PC released version of the game, right? So the upcoming Gears of War Reloaded, right? This is going to have a console version and a PC version, right? But you have to play the PC version on the new ROG, Xbox device. So I think the messaging in the trailer is a bit misleading, because they were saying like native play, right? And so like, yeah, I think a lot of people got confused, like, wait a minute, you can install the Xbox version of the game? And it's like, no. As far as everything, as far as what everything is pointing to, that's a no. I don't think there's been official word from Microsoft though that was the case, but like I said, I think everyone's not 99% sure. Mostly because of the fact that the hardware itself, the actual ROG device, is not powerful enough. It's not like on par with a console, right? It's still not on par with even an Xbox Series S. So there's no way that you could, just because of that fact, there's no way that you could have the console version of the game play on here, right? So it has to be the PC, the PC version. Oh, and then because they were showing off this new third-party device, so Microsoft has essentially canceled their own first party handheld, at least for now. We knew that they were gonna they knew that they were going to be having a third party company make a handheld for release later on this year. That was the rumor, and so this came true. And then there was also part of that rumor was that Xbox was also making their own first party handheld, and that has essentially been reported as canceled, at least for now. So it sounds like they really want to focus on getting this software support tweaked and like optimized as much as they can. So it sounds like they're just like focusing all their efforts on getting the software experience on these devices like really optimal. So, but again, this is going to be the first iteration of basically an Xbox experience machine, portable machine. So we'll see what else they can do with it. The big thing is that, I mean, obviously there's big thing missing, like playing Xbox native games, but I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. There's also no bat compat functionality as far as we know right now on these. But these devices do have enough power to run back compat Xbox games like Xbox 360. So I have a lot of 360 games that are in my library that I can play on the console here, just not anywhere else. So all of these games here, these are some 360, and I even have one original Xbox game here that I can still play. So these are all the Xbox One games that I could play. But Xbox One is going to be a lot harder to emulate on these portable consoles. So that may or may not happen. So yeah, there's still things missing, obviously, from the PC, from these devices. But again, this is the first iteration of what this is. So we'll see. We'll see how this develops. So that's pretty neat. I definitely want to get one. It's gonna basically make this thing redundant. I do like the size of this screen though, of my Legion Go. This has a 8-inch screen. Those new ones are going to be smaller. So yeah, I might still keep this. I don't know if anything is really going to replace this, because I bought this for the screen. So I bought this because I wanted the biggest screen possible in a handheld. So this was it. But I would probably buy the Xbox One, if anything, for just to support the cause. So that's the other thing too, is there is a little bit of a question about RAM on these devices, because the white one, there's a white one and the black one. The black one is obviously the higher end model. It's going to have, I think, 24 gigs of RAM. The white one has 16 gigs of RAM. The white one also does not, yeah. The white one is also less power, has the Z2A Ryzen versus the Z2 Extreme. Yeah, 16 gigs of RAM versus 24, 512 gig storage versus 1 terabyte. Also, the white one does not have the impulse triggers that are found on the Xbox controller, so it's not going to have the impulse trigger feedback. I do like the white though. I do like the white color. But yeah, we'll have to see what the prices are. Obviously, the big thing is going to be price, right? And if anything, we can actually go by, again, we can go by the price of what the current ROG Ally X goes for. So the current ROG Ally X, right? So they would be this top one. The non-Xbox version is $799. So it's $800. It has basically the same specs. It's going to have an 80 watt-hour battery. It has the Z. This is going to have the Z2 Extreme. The one you can buy right now has the Z1 Extreme. So it'll have. So this will have a better processor. The current one has 24 gigs of RAM, so that's the same. Does this have 1 terabyte? Oh, so this is a 7-inch screen, by the way. So this is an inch smaller than the Leech & Go that I have. Yeah, 7-inch screen, 1080p. It's a 120 hertz screen, so that's good. VRR screen. 1 terabyte. Okay, so $800 for this guy, non-Xbox version. So if we had to pretty much say, okay, it has the impulse triggers. Okay, that's an extra cost. It has the molded handles on the side. It's gonna have the new Xbox button on there. It's gonna be also thicker for some reason. So we're not sure why these are gonna be thicker. Yeah, $100 more. Maybe if, because everything else is the same, so maybe $100 more. $900. Taking bets. I can't believe this would be $200 more. Like that would just be, considering it's the same. The big thing is the processor here. I think the most expensive thing is going to be the processor. The Z2 Extreme is a newer processor than what's in the current ROG Ally X. So yeah, I would say $100 more. So I'll put it down maybe $900 with tax, right? 1,000 with tax, pretty much. Now the ROG Ally. The Rogue Ally. This is let me try to get the same specs here. Z1 Z2A. They have a Z1. Let's call it, okay. Let's just, so they have a Z1 Extreme. So they have a non-extreme and a Z1 Extreme version on the processor. The non-extreme version of the processor for the cheaper white ROG Ally, current price is $500. So 512 gigs, 16 gigs of memory, same screen, but the processor, the non-extreme version of the processor, the Z1, is 500. The extreme version of the Z1, okay, is 650. So it's $150 more. Let me see if that's only CPU. Let me see if that's only CPU change. Yeah, that's only CPU. So only a CPU upgrade to the Extreme, the Z1 Extreme, is $150 more. So that's a lot. That's a lot to just get a CPU upgrade. Everything else is exactly the same. So, oof. We might be looking at, if we're looking at $150, was the, wait, okay, let me look at the ROG Ally X again. Did the Ally X had, okay, that had the Extreme processor already. Okay, so that, okay. So we're not talking about an extra $150 on top of that. So the regular ROG Ally X with the Extreme processor, that's $800 already. So we'll just have to wait and see what, like, the new processor and all the new Xbox related stuff on the console costs. But the white one could be a pretty great deal. You know, it's probably not going to have an Extreme processor, right? It has the Z2A, so that's not Extreme. It's not Extreme. So we could be seeing $500, $500, $600 for the white one. The main thing about the white one is that it's going to have only 16 gigs of memory, 16 gigs of RAM. So I guess it really, there was some concern in the gaming community that 16 gigs might be pushing it for some games. Yeah. The actual processor performance, right? We're going to have to wait and see how the games run with the processor. So it's going to be we're not going to have that question, or we're not going to have that answer until closer to launch, when the proper YouTubers can get the handhelds and run their tests on it. And you lose the impulse triggers, right? So you lose that part too. So, but then again, if it's a lot cheaper, right, it might be worth it, right? So, especially if they're almost like gonna be $400 difference, you know. So, we'll see.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression. We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC, and with cloud gaming. So what's next? How can we give you even more freedom, more choice, more ways to play? Our next step is to unify your gaming no matter where you buy or play. So we're building an Xbox experience designed for players, not locked to a single store or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect. And the highly anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong will be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally. We have always wanted you to have the unique experience of Xbox on any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere. Whether you're playing on console, PC, smart TV, or any Windows handheld like the new Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library, progression, friends, and achievements. There are over 1,000 Xbox Play Anywhere games on Xbox today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere. And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolves Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
So, one more thing I didn't mention yet. I didn't mention was the PC Game Pass price right now is, so it's $1 for the first 14 days, and then it's $11.99 a month. So $12 a month for the PC Game Pass, and you get and that includes like game streaming as well. So yeah, if you don't have an Xbox, don't have a PC, like you get the unit, and then you pay for PC Game Pass for $12 a month, and you get the full experience. I always have to look up how much it costs because sometimes they change. They've been changing the whole PC Game Pass, or just the whole Game Pass deal in general. I have Ultimate. I have Game Pass Ultimate, which basically includes the console and the PC as well, and cloud gaming. They even have like a cheaper tier version where you can get just you know, like it's like Game Pass Basic with no streaming, right? So they have different tiers, but $12 a month. I mean, that's decent. And since basically everything is going to have a PC version now, they're really pushing that Xbox Play Anywhere. Feature, right? So everything will have a PC version. So yeah, you'll take it. I'll buy that for $1. Buy everything.
Monsters have always been here, watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives, but we should have feared for our souls instead.
No!
The
Don't eat him!
Didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead. Their worst nightmare.
With very sharp teeth.
The Dawnwalker.
Van Helsing! There you go.
Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all.
He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
Evil! The blood of the Dawnwalker. The blood of the Dawnwalker. There will be blood. And a Dawnwalker. Was that a joke? Was that a Mario joke? I'm pretty sure that was a Mario joke. Super Meat Boy 3D. I didn't really care for the original Super Meat Boy, but this is pretty neat. I saw that image of the pipe on socials and I didn't get it. I was like, what? Now I get it. Looks like Sackboy. Yeah, I know, right? I think everybody was like, Mario! What?
Watch your back, Yakumo.
Team Ninja!
You're a wanted criminal now.
Give me
I'll kill the Dark Dragon.
my beach volleyball.
My duty as a Raven Ninja.
No. This is Ninja Gaiden.
Dragon free has its consequences.
I never really played the series either. I'm not really huge into ninja games. Not a lot of them.
This is it.
Sayori.
Ryu. There's something
I'm sorry. I must play volleyball now. I'm in a different game. You do your ninja thing, and I gotta go play volleyball. That's all we want. I'm a simple creature, okay? Men are simple creatures. All we want is our beach volleyball, please. We don't need complicated ninjas.
Good luck, Indy.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
Oh my god!
This is where it starts.
Starts?
Beneath the streets of Rome.
I thought we started already.
Enter the city of Antioch. Find the secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
Oh boy.
World premiere.
This is another post-apocalyptic game. So I think you'll like this one, Miss Reza. She was Okay, hang on. I missed it. That was a total yeet moment. Here we go. There we go.
西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
Beast of Reincarnation. Reincarnation.
お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
Reincarnation? It actually reminded me a bit of, yeah, a little bit of Ghost, a little bit of that Horizon, a little bit of a bunch of things. We'll see if that one lives up to us.
The glittering
its premise.
streets of Avalon sure do shine. Because they swoop their filth down to us.
Get your paper in! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud.
In Exile.
Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
This is the Clockwork something.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one.
Oh.
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Burgled!
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall,
Yes, sir.
built rather slim, well, muscular.
Mm-hmm.
Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy!
There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no!
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing bed of peaches!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
Yeah, I think this is Clockwork Revolution. if I remember right.
Scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him.
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed. Let's go and end a few arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time.
It looks great. I mean, this looks great, and I love the art design.
Us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell ya, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Now let me alone and piss off!
Coming in due time. There was no release date on that.
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players award-winning, record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom, The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from Xbox Game Studios. All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters, stories, and worlds are expanding to brand new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game. We have more projects in the works as gaming continues to influence film and television like never before. When it comes to growing new franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our Direct, but until then, let's take a look.
World premiere.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! No! With new flexible legs, the yoke girth action figure can ride anything!
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
This is one I also didn't play. Grounded 1. Grounded 1 did really well. So yeah, this is the sequel. Basically, it's like, yeah, getting shrunk. And like, it's like a survival game.
The predecessor. ND350.
No PS5 on Clockwork Revolution on that one. Yeah, that one's a big Xbox one, so probably be announced later for PS5. Pretty much, I would assume any game shown so far, every game has had a PS5 logo on them. But I would actually also assume that any game that does not currently have a PS5 logo on it or release will be eventually ported over. So most likely.
0 reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
I have encountered an unprecedented orphan. It was in a state of suppressed recomposition.
The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual. They become exceptionally aggressive.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
This reminds me of a bit of Dead Space, a little bit. A little bit of that Dead Space vibe.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
How you supposed to see out of that? What kind of helmet is that? The Elder Scrolls Online. A game 50 years old. updated once again with DLC. Now you can be this cat thing. The game that will never die. Just like World of Warcraft. We will be updating this game every year for the next 50 years. Also on PS4 and Xbox One. All generations.
World premiere.
Mayday! Mayday! Hope one to mission control! We're falling! Thomas, the ship's breaking apart! There's no time! Evacuate! Now! Thomas, come in!
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
That's right. This is the Don't Nod people. This is the at least we know it's going to have good music and good story.
Thomas, wherever you are, I'll find you.
Oop. Oop. Coming 26. 26.
World premiere.
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations, much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across the land.
Hey.
Every room used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command here at the Grand.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man, like he was.
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will wicker man your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens. And when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland would be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly spear, but is she worthy?
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
Age of Mythology.
Again, it is a real-time strategy I would like to play, but
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐. 당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는가? 당신의 분노는 스스로 결정한 것인가?
What drives your rage?
누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태. 지정태!
Mudding next year. Dumplings. Looks pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, looks good.
World premiere.
It's good that they're getting some Asian developer games.
E ora olaien loite fativi. Novo. Ilo? Te kemaite mana. Muite unanite waiora. Dia. Novo tua libemo iwa lotaname.
This is like War of the Worlds. Yeah, I think the overall sentiment of the show was pretty much like a B. You know, there wasn't any more like super big titles, you know, announced, which could have made it like a full A. Like there's no update on Gears of War, like the obvious things like Gears of War, or like people were actually expecting Xbox to like announce the Halo collection for Switch 2. But yeah, no Gears of War update, no Forza update, no Fable update, no update yet on Perfect Dark, like all these big, all the really big titles, but I'm sure those updates will come.
Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you.
But yeah, Xbox is just having a great year this year anyway, so.
Nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout. Ah, community makes a wasteland a waste home. Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
World premiere.
Solo leveling, arise. Is that actually what the game is called?
premiere.
So this is, I think this is the new Pokemon clone. This is the new Pokemon clone game coming after Pal World. Pal World's still going too, but Pal World had to do a lot of changes because of the Nintendo lawsuit. So Nintendo is suing them. They had to change a lot of things in the game. This one, is she even like throwing anything? It's hard to tell what the play mechanic due to the trailer. So this will be only on Xbox. Yeah, it was hard to tell what the mechanic there.
What's up, everyone? It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
I know, right? He got some years on him. Years on him now. But yeah, Pro Skater 3 and 4? Yeah, this is out on Game Pass right now. The only Tony Hawk I ever played, I think it was on like the Game Boy. I think it was the Game Boy Advance. I think it was the Game Boy Advance. Basically, the original one that really did really well. Ninja Turtles, dude. Here's some slimy pizza, dude. Not the popcorn. And there's a giant Tony Hawk statue that you can worship. Worship the Tony Hawk. Worship the Hawk. Yeah, that's on every freaking platform, plus more. That was on everything. I think that's the most. This was Xbox X and S, One, Xbox PC, Cloud, Battle.net, Steam, PS5, PS4, Switch 2, and original Switch.
World premiere.
Yeah. I'll definitely try it since I can just download it. I'll try it, but yeah, I wasn't like a huge into skateboarding. So, from the creators of Spiritfarer. Oh, they're sisters. Darn. I was kind of hoping they weren't sisters, but you know. Ouch. The sorta out of my back. Yeah, so here's the Gears of War 1 remastered. I think remastered. This is going to be on PS5. We actually played this. We played the... I thought we played it remastered already. Already on the Xbox side. But because I owned it already, I actually got a message on my Xbox with a code, a free code to own this remaster. So that was pretty cool.
Looks like they upgraded.
Who loves you, baby?
Let's do this.
I probably won't replay the first one, even though it's pretty quick. But I'm pretty sure they had to do that remaster and bring it out to PS5 because Gears of War E-Day, which is going to be the brand new big Gears of War, it would make sense to have that one on PS5, and that's a prequel to this, to the first Gears of War. So it makes sense for them to release this remastered version everywhere, and then they can release E-Day after that. There's no people. One man running through the streets. Persona 4 Revival. This is a gamer's game. Gamer's a Persona person. Persona player.
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see us. You won't hear us. And the only way you'd ever know it is if that's what we wanted. As
40 years are rare.
we're dealing the goods others are afraid to handle. Guns, explosives.
And don't forget the rum.
It's a life of danger like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the boom, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Sea of Thieves, I've not. I think I've like loaded it up once. I think I loaded it up once and didn't know what I was doing. So that was it.
World premiere.
Ooh. I like that.
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Are you one of them? You're here, but
Oh, dude. Oops.
Had enough yet?
No, Dad, not even close.
Yeet!
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
I'd like to propose a third option.
I'm not your son anymore. I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you!
Ready to bleed? This is over.
He did say that, Miss Reza. That was funny.
Let's do this. Gotcha.
Need a hand? Might want to look up.
Yeah, how you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
Invincible. And now we have Final Fantasy, the rest of the games on Xbox as well. So there's 7. Square Enix has been very vocal that they're now going to release Final Fantasy on the Xbox side. So so that's 7. This is 16, right? Is it 16? Or I actually own 16, the physical edition on PS5. Available today. Man, I wish it was on Game Pass. I'm just spoiled.
World premiere.
Yeah, same here. Like I played. Which one was it? Was it Final Fantasy 15 or one of those? It was the one with the boy band in the car, whatever that one was. Maybe that was 15 or 13. I don't know. But I actually finished that one. So I finished that one, and then I only finished Final Fantasy Tactics on, I believe, the PSP. So I played through disc 1 of Final Fantasy VII, the original, on PlayStation. The original, I think. PlayStation 1. I don't know what it was. I didn't quite get into it. So, yeah. Like, I really don't have a history or any kind of like investment in Final Fantasy. I do really appreciate, though, the art style, the character design, you know, the graphics, like how Square Enix seems to push the graphics and all the crazy stuff that can happen in the games, and the character rendering is becoming so good. Like, I always appreciate the technology and the graphics and the art style, you know, like this funky, futuristic, you know, world that they've created throughout all these different games. I did play a lot through Final Fantasy XIV online. I played a lot of that, actually. So those were the 3 games that I played. Double Fine. This was actually something that people were saying, like, we should be seeing something from Double Fine. Remember they made Psychonauts 2. It's been a while since we've seen what their next game is going to be here, so looks equally funky. This is a lighthouse. Tim Schafer, yeah.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Should be. Yep. Tim Schafer joined. Hey gamer, welcome back. I'm loving the look of this like almost like new wave of games. They have a really like good shine on them.
Like Psychonauts 2 showed how Double Fine excels at creating unique and innovative experiences, and Keeper is no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe. Creators like In Exile, reaching for new heights with Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld, which lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth and depth of the games, updates, and experiences that are coming to Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at The Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere. Enjoy.
World premiere.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global scope of that mission in action. Let me introduce you to our esteemed visionary.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate.
Okay, I like futuristic. I like the futuristic aspect of it. So.
I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
So they're doing the whole Inception thing as well? Inception and Alan Wake? My name is Alan. There's a butterfly on my hand.
Is a powerful thing.
And I squashed it. I must write this in my book. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, well, I like that. I like it. Since I only played one Call of Duty, since I only played one all the way through, you know, I feel not too bad about that new one. The guy was literally pointing at a screen with their own screenshot. He was pointing at a screen of them. Looking at a screen. See, why is he pointing at a screen of them, pointing at a screen of them? They're like, yeah, we gotta have something on the screen. Inception.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. We here at the studio have joked around that this has been the year of with 2 more games. And what better way to cap this incredible year for...
Okay. Time to organize our games now. But welcome, Miss Energy. Hopefully you had a great last week without the stream. Hopefully you had all sorts of great food. I'm sure you did. We're all envious of your cooking skills. Alright, what do we got? The Altars is gonna be out tomorrow. So this will be out tomorrow. You missed me. You better have. You better have. You never have a good week. I know you guys were horrible. You guys felt really horrible without me this week. But yeah, I hope everyone had a great one. So yeah, The Altars comes out tomorrow. Do they have a time? I should have a time here. $5 a.m. Okay, good. I'm glad it's not like 5 p.m. anymore. At least on that one. So Altars is coming out tomorrow. Definitely want to play that one. Doom the Dark Ages had a patch. I believe it's their first bug fix patch. I think now they're on their second one. Still no path tracing. We're waiting for that path tracing update on the PC to play that. Outer Worlds 2 is not going to be out until later, October 29th. You were all sad. Everybody was sad. Everybody was depressed. Outer Worlds 2, October 29th, so that's not going to be out for a while. I got a free Gears of War Reloaded. This is the Gears of War 1, but updated. But yeah, I got this one for free. I got a game code in my DMs. Yeah, my Xbox DM from Xbox. Because I had the original Gears of War. Don't know if we're gonna replay this or not, but cool to have. I'll just leave it here. I'll just move it. Metal Gear Solid Delta. I believe that got a new gameplay trailer. Yes, here it is. Let's go take a look at that. This one's coming out again sometime. They don't have it here. Let's see. Videos. This is the new gameplay trailer, I believe. Let's see if this is the new one.
Patrol here. We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
That guy? No, he's close.
Is this August 28th? August 28th?
We've lost sight of him. Find him. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown.
Loaded like this. It's a revolution.
All right, Commander.
Baby.
Take this. Here comes another one.
You won't get away from me.
Time for you to taste some real pain.
What's the matter? I'm over here. Go back to your own world.
Taste some real pain.
See you in hell. I'll grind you into nothing. What the?
Bomberman. What?
You're mine. All right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That was a Bomberman. And more. Good job. So that's August. So we'll move that up. Let's see, nothing else new there. So let's see. Gotta add. Anything else I was really gonna play here? Clockwork Revolution, I don't know if that's gonna be. Doesn't sound like that's gonna be out this year. Then Resonance. Alright, good night, Miss Reza. Thanks so much for being here. Good to catch up. Glad to be back. Probably Aphelion is definitely going to be one on the list. Again, this is by the Don't Nod guys. So this is the by the by the same guys that did I believe mixtape. It's a mixtape and Lost Records. I believe they did. Yeah, Lost Records guys. Yep. So this one sounds most likely. I'm going to might buy that one actually. Oh, we got some demos here, too. I need to add Aphelion. Thank you, Miss Razor. Let me add this to our list here. Did they have a release date on here? I don't think so. There we go. Just added it. And then I'll add to our 2025. I believe this was going to be a 2025 game. So we'll add it here. Okay. Final Fantasy 7. I'm interested in this Pokemon-like game. I'll put that on, but this one looks like this is not going to be out until next year. So let me see if I can add it so I don't forget about the game. There we go. It's gonna be an open world creature catching ARPG. Final Fantasy 16. I really should just play the PS5 version since I own the physical edition of that. Yeah, that's pretty much it that I'm for sure gonna play. Of course, a lot of these are coming to Game Pass, so we can always try them out. Barbie, Project Friendship. If you want an easy 1,000 gamer score points, you know, this is the one to do it with. They said it was pretty easy 1,000 gamer score, so let's get this demo. Get this demo. Tony Hawk's demo. Free-to-play shooter. Was also recently added. Space Marine, Warhammer 40,000. This is a remake from a 360. I think the 360 version. I never played it. There was a Persona gamer coming out pretty soon. They also released Zenless Zone Zero for the Xbox as well. We tried it on the PC. I don't know if I really cared for it. Really. Maybe I'll like the other one better. But they don't have the other one, I think. What it was called. Yeah, the Persona 4 remake, right? And then they released Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 Enhanced Edition. This was a shadow drop on Game Pass. I never played 1 or 2. Can't imagine how long these games. Probably multiple hundreds of hours. Yeah, I'm just catching up. We still gotta finish to a T. I don't want to leave that one hanging. Okay, let's look at our game list here. Here's Animo. Add this to our 2026. Clean up some of our stuff here. Uninstall. Uninstall, but don't remove from our list. We can uninstall, but we can keep it in our list. So that's how we can keep track of our games here. Okay. There we go. Animo is in 2026. Presumably there's going to be the next Forza next year. Maybe Forza Horizon. We'll see. Also, there's still the big rumor that there's going to be a Halo 1 or a Halo collection. Maybe for the Switch 2. But they did not announce that at the show. So we'll see about that. But there's been heavy rumors that Xbox is going to support Switch 2. There was one game in the show that was listed as being on the Switch 2. So but yeah, I brought the Switch 2 with me to my trip to SoCal this last week. Little Destiny also tried it out. I put Minecraft, Switch 1 version of Minecraft over to it and played fine. I just love how fast it is. It's very fast. You don't have to wait for the menus to load anymore, which is great. The one cool thing that was really awesome, or that is really awesome, that is coming out, is the new Minecraft visual update. So that's coming out, I think, Monday or Tuesday. It's so cool it's coming out now that I'm back into it. It's the brand new... Where is it? The visual, vibrant visuals. The vibrant...
Minecraft has been the ultimate...
The vibrant visuals update. So basically, it's giving the game ray traced like lighting features. Even though it's not ray tracing. And so that'd be pretty sweet. And that should be out for everything, I think. Like, this is like the first real big update in a while. Well, this is the first official visual upgrade, I think. Really. like ever. There's an immersive sounds DLC coming coming to Cyberpunk. Wow. This is not playing good. Yeah, I haven't didn't hear about that. What's an immersive sounds DLC? The game is already the game already sounds awesome. It already sounds awesome. Can't believe they can make it any better. Think ASMR in the game. Yeah, it already had awesome sound. In fact, I made a batch of ambient sound videos myself on my channel a long time ago. We need a new compilation video. Well, if they're making this, okay, I gotta go look at this. This may be worth revisiting to make a new batch of videos. Let me see. Let's see. I'm looking for... Ah, dang it. Hang on. So far, I'm not seeing any video for it. You sure this is official? Sounds. Sorry, I'm trying to look it up. Did you send me the link? Okay. Interesting. This is like Personalized spatial audio. Okay, here we go. See if we can hear this on stream here. Yeah, like they're using their like technology. Immersive audio. I guess this is not new. Yeah, this is like
Immerse Game Pack Cyberpunk 2077 is your invitation to immerse yourself in Night City like never before. The warm hum of your cyberware, the rain on your face. Every step of your journey will feel more real thanks to the power of personalized spatial audio. Hey, I'm Marielle. I'm Chief Product Officer at Embody. I come from a background in game dev as an audio director and sound designer and mastering engineer. As sound designers, we put so much care and attention into crafting the thousands of details that go into a soundscape. Because we know it's those details that make the world really come alive. There's an art and a science to making that translate well onto headsets so that the immersiveness is expansive and realistic. At Embody, we specialize in new spatial audio experiences to maximize the immersive potential of video game sound design. Spatial audio has only come so far over my lifetime before I joined Embody. And at Embody, we believe that spatial audio experiences can really make your enjoyment of media so much better. The Cyberpunk sound team has done such an amazing job creating a beautiful and dynamic soundscape that's rich with details that mesh with the visual landscape. We've been working with them for over a year now, fine-tuning the sound of the game pack to make sure that it matches their vision. Night City comes alive with so many details, from the different engines in the different districts to the different reverb in each of the buildings. And all of these details we can help bring out with more immersive feel. Immerse is uniquely effective at creating a realistic sense of depth and space in 360 degrees, including height, on your headset. This is thanks to our AI-driven HRTF personalization technology and head tracking, which helps bridge the gap between the game and reality. From just a selfie video, our algorithms predict how you hear sound in the real world and create a personalized spatial audio profile for you to hear in the game on a pair of headsets. The real magic happens when we take this technology and we apply it to Night City. In Night City, first, we wanted to keep the front very transparent, so true to the original design of the voices and the sounds that you're hearing in front of you. The sounds behind you that you can't see, those are the ones where you really want to pinpoint the exact direction that each sound is coming from. There's so much artistry and craft behind the sound design in Cyberpunk 2077. We hope that as you start to play with Immerse, you'll fall in love with Night City all over again. Good luck on your next trip to the big leagues.
To the big leagues. So they have some examples, I think, on their
Immerse
site.
Game Pack Cyberpunk.
There's a shotgun shootout. This is off.
Get the
Oh yeah. I mean, totally you can hear that.
Target acquired.
Yeah, it's all about that, all of those environmental sounds around you. Or the action sounds, or any sound that's not in front of you. Chrome up! And, hey, it works with Witcher 3 as well. You buy it, you get the Witcher 3 support.
Protect the wounded!
Man, it's too bad the game didn't have this already. Yeah, totally. More depth. Yep. Yeah. That sounds pretty great. It's literally like binaural, like adding binaural support, direct binaural support to the games, which like every game should have, really. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, spatial audio. Yep. I mean, shoot. I might have to make some new videos. Some no ASMR videos. Let's see what the setup is.
Night City's heartbeat thrums in every district from the Badlands to city center. Take a walk through Little China, or maybe a drive through the Dogtown security checkpoint, and you'll experience how sound brings the world to life. It's time to return to the City of Dreams with fresh ears. Let's get started. After downloading and installing the software from the Embody website, sign in with your email and enter the PIN, which you'll find in your inbox. Create your personalized HRTF by scanning the QR code and following the instructions. Make sure you shoot the video in good lighting and with nothing obscuring your ears. Using your personalized HRTF will give you the best spatial audio experience, but you can skip this if you prefer. You can always personalize later from the profile page. Next, you'll have the option to enable head tracking, which adds greater realism to your sense of audio depth, height, and 360-degree directionality. You can use head tracking with any webcam, but make sure it's placed on your primary monitor. When you arrive on the home page, you'll be prompted to calibrate your webcam if you've enabled head tracking. If you move your webcam at any time, you can run the calibration process again from here. Next, you'll want to check your output device and ensure it matches the device connected to your headset. You can adjust your final output volume with the nearby slider. Open the headset EQ menu by selecting the headset icon near the center. You can choose a preset that matches your headset, or select the universal preset that matches your headset style. You can also disable headset EQ from this menu. You can activate Sonar Map by clicking on the radar icon in the upper right. This UI overlay displays the direction of in-game sound activity, which can help with sound localization. Close Sonar Map by double-clicking the plus icon, or with the hotkey Alt-3. You can create additional HRTF profiles from the profile page. These profiles can be customized with
why does he have so many cameras?
You can also manage any devices tied to your account. From the settings page, you can adjust immerse startup behavior and hotkeys, the appearance and sensitivity of Sonar Map, and your head tracking sensitivity. Set everything to your preferences, and ensure your monitor aspect ratio is correct. Cyberpunk will automatically output audio to immerse as long as the software is running, so be sure not to close it until you're done playing. We recommend taking a look at the dynamic range setting, as it significantly impacts the overall sound. We prefer the headphones preset. We hope you enjoy the new spatial audio experience and wish you well on your next trip into the big leagues.
So it's really channeling that sound through the app. So it sounds like that's like, facilitating. Felicitating. You know what I mean. Felicitating the sound. That's pretty neat. But yeah, thanks Energy for that heads up on that for sure. Oh yeah, it's like the yeah, exactly. It's like the Dolby Atmos codec kind of thing. Yeep, yeep, yeep. All right, guys. So glad to see everybody back. Most likely, we will start the altars tomorrow. We'll finish to a T some other time. But yeah, we'll start the altars tomorrow, I think. And then maybe, hopefully, after we get done with that, the path tracing update will be out for Doom. And then we'll hit that. And then we'll just go from there. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a great week this last week. Staying cool in case it was warm out there where you guys live. It's getting hot here, so yeah. Oh, only 105. Only. I'm super glad I have AC. Otherwise, I would probably be dead. I would probably be dead if I didn't have AC. So I'm glad I have that for sure. Any other? I saw some games from the Summer Game Fest. I didn't see all of the game releases or announcements. There was a cool game on Steam, a new demo for a game called, I think it's called Cleared Hot. And it's like an isometric helicopter shooty. Helicopter shooty game. Third person isometric. Kind of like the old like Desert Fire or Desert something on the Sega Genesis. It was like a, you're like a military helicopter in an isometric view, and you're like killing stuff. But I got the demo, and yeah, I really liked it. That's one little indie game that I highly recommend you guys check out if you like that kind of thing. It's called Cleared Hot, I believe, on Steam. Has a free demo. I'm trying to keep on top of like the Steam only demos now, or games, because there's a lot. It's mostly like indie games that are coming out on Steam. They don't have console releases. So those are the ones that are harder for me to keep track of, but I'm trying to do a better job on that, and also let you guys know about anything else cool that comes out. So yeah, with that, guys, thanks a lot so much for being here. Good to be back. Hopefully you guys will have a great one, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.
Kicking down doors like it's my daily chore. Shootouts in the alleys, leaving my hat on the floor. In the city of angels where the shadows hide, I'm chasing down justice with the Colt by my side.
Lost my hat in the crossfire, but never my pride. With my 6-shooter ready, I'm taking it in stride. In the heart of the war, where the bullets fly free, I'm a cowboy in the city, living dangerously.
Dusty streets and neon lights, chasing down the clues, dodging bullets left and right. I'm playing fast and loose.
Lost my hat again, it's just a running joke, but I'll keep on wearing it, even if it's broke. Lost my hat in the crossfire, but never my pride. With my 6-shooter ready, I'm taking it in stride. In the heart of the noir, where the bullets fly free, I'm a cowboy in the city, living dangerously.
Every corner I turn, there's trouble to be found. With my trusty hat, I'm the sharpest guy around.
But when the shootout starts, it's like a magic trick. My hat flies off my head as quick as lightning flicks.
Lost my hat in the crossfire, but never my pride. With my